What's going on, Savages? Thanks for tapping in with your boy Savage Studios. You know, it's much love, much respect every time you get in with your boy. I'm sure a lot of y'all thought I was in the shallow grave at this point because it's been a minute since I dropped some bangers. But I'm actually in my new home, man. I told y'all I was moving soon, and I moved. Nice, beautiful spot. Nice location. So I'm happy. Everything's blessed over here. I hope everybody's safe out there. I hope every one of y'all, y'all in good health and spirits. Yeah, and my allergies are they're still in full effect. You know, I'm not doing coke. I don't got the coronavirus. I'm just a very allergic person around this season. But anyways, let's go ahead and get this started, man. I've got a pretty good video, pretty good topic that I want to talk about. So grab your coffee. Let's go ahead and get it cracking. This is actually a pretty cool cup. It's my son. It's got pictures on it. Baby, it's cold outside. But anyhow, okay, so look, man, first and foremost, no matter what anyone else tells you, if they tell you anything against what I'm telling you right now, they're a flat out liar. You can tell them I said it. You should tell them that flat out. They ain't giving you the truth. Anybody who goes to prison, no matter what, if you're GP, everyone, you start off GP. You go to jail, you start off general population. Anyone who goes, you have got to be a part of something. Now, whether that's just association through your race, let's just say you're a resident. What is a resident? A resident is somebody who is a part of the South Side, United Raza, right? We'll say they fall underneath that big organization, but they're not a part of a gang. So they'll never have the ranking of a Sureño. They'll never have the platform or grounds to speak with the same kind of voice that a Sureño could speak with, because they're just residents. A resident is somebody who's just from a certain city. They come in, hey, I'm Mexican, but I don't bang this gang, but I'm from this city. Okay, cool, you're a resident. Now, you would think that entails that you don't have to do anything, put in work, politic, or be a part of anything. Well, that is halfway true and halfway not true, because yeah, you don't get to politic. You don't have any horse in anybody's race. You don't get to have any power. You don't get to do anything against anyone, let alone against another Sureño. So it's almost like you can't politic. So you're pretty much screwed there. I'm not going to say you're flat out disrespected and that no one likes you, because that's not the case. However, you are just severely at a disadvantage. We'll say you're handicapped, but no matter what, you chose. You had to choose that you will be running with the Sud organization, but you are not a Sureño. You are not a Southsider. You are a resident, a Southern resident. You could be labeled a Southsider, but you will not be a Sureño. So the same will be said for the whites, and the same will be going for the blacks. A non-affiliate can be a non-affiliate, but no matter what, you will have to jump in a race riot. You will have to get off if a riot kicks off. And if you don't, you will be stabbed apart, either jumped, stabbed up, depending which level, where you're at. You get different forms of various punishments, but you're definitely going to have to put in some work when it comes to a riot. Will they come pick you and ask you to go put in some work? They could choose you very first. And just because you're a resident or non-affiliate, that don't mean nothing. You're going to have to bust a grape in a food fight. That's just how it's going to have to go. Now, it doesn't mean that you can't be out the way. It doesn't mean that you can't go to school. You can't do vocationals. It doesn't mean that you can't be your own man, speak for yourself. But you know how I feel, y'all. Anybody who's a part of certain organizations, you are already the next man's puppet. Yeah, you can be your own man. You can go to school. You can do that. But if an order comes through, an order comes through. So what does that make you when you taking orders? People give me so much flack for dropping out of one gang and joining another gang. I tell them I'm not a gangster. I'm not a part of a gang. I never joined into a second gang. I don't take orders. What I became a part of, we don't give orders. We don't pay taxes. We don't do that kind of stuff. So it's not a gang. I'm not a gang member. Not anymore, at least. I am what I am, a part of what I'm a part of. It doesn't get any clearer than that. So this is for those who has family members that's going in, or those who are getting ready to go in. You have to decide, where your life is going to go. because you're going to have to be a part of something, no matter what, if you stay general population. This is not a campaign to drop out. If you drop out because of this video, and that's a decision you make because you felt it in your heart, cool. But if you drop out just because of this video, or you think that I was trying to persuade you to, then let me tell you to think twice and stop. Because I wouldn't suggest anyone drop out unless they have the moral, mental, and spiritual capacity to be okay with it, to understand that there's nothing that's gonna, no part of their pride, no part of their manhood or anything like that's gonna be affected by making a decision like such. A lot of people can't deal with dropping out. They get in their own head and they feel some kind of way. Not me. I'll knock your ass out on both sides of the fence. I'll beat your ass on both sides of the fence. I feel no ways. Not from the day I did it, not any ways. I feel no ways, because when you conduct yourself as a man, you allow, you pick, you choose who, what, and where. Anybody who comes in your bubble, where you put your bubble, what you allow into your personal space, which is your bubble. That's man shit. If someone disrespects you, anyone ever disrespected me, they got hands put on them. Period. Period. I didn't ever get called no bitch in prison. Not by anybody. Period. I'm okay with that. No one ever punked me out. No man ever punked me out, and I'm okay with that. So if you can sit right at night, look at yourself in the mirror and, feel good about yourself, then go ahead. Do what you got to do. But just make sure you fully assess the situation before you decide how you want to live your life in prison. Because there's so many things in prison, especially now that this coronavirus is kicking in. Life is going to get hard. Life is going to get so hectic, man. It's going to be a lot of cell time, a lot of lockdowns. People can't take that cell time. And now with the coronavirus, it don't matter what side of the gate you're on. It really don't matter. Everyone's going to be slammed. But this is just a video just letting people know, because so many people write me and they ask me, hey, I'm getting ready to go in for 3. Hey, I'm going in for 4. Hey, I'm GP. I don't respect the fact about the 2-5, but I do respect your message, and I get all kinds of things about it, but I just want everybody to know that there should not be an assumption that you're going to go with either this side or this side as soon as you go to prison. There should be a choice. And when I paroled from Kern Valley in 2015, I had another case. So they took me to Bakersfield County Jail. And once inside the county jail, the cop asked me flat out, you a Southsider, you a 2-5er, you a IR, whatever, you know what I mean? That blew me away, because I had heard stories that the county jail was up on things, but I didn't really know that they knew even what the hell a 2-5er was. So I'm all for that. You give people the option, so where that way y'all ain't even considered dropouts. You just hit the county jail and you pick which side you're going to roll with. Do you want to be a part of a more militant, obviously a more strong and lethal group? Okay, what's the downside? You're going to be walking a tightrope. You know what I mean? You slip on a crack, that's your back. You know what I mean? You're going to pay some taxes. That's not really too much to handle. But the hard part is, or the part that you should know, is if you ever get an order, then hey, there's no saying no. I mean, there's no about it. The militant and the stronger organization you're a part of is ran very tight. Or you can choose to run with a more laxed, free, relaxed way of living, to where you don't have to be associated because of your skin color. You don't have to join any gang. You could just be your own individual person, go to school and really just do you. You don't got to jump in any riots, blah, blah, blah. Obviously, everyone would always assume that the grass is greener upon that side. But then you got to ask yourself, since you're not affiliating with yourself with any gangs on the S and Y side, and you're going to just be yourself, that's cool too. But what you're going to do if they throw a child molester in the cell with you? What are you going to do if they throw a rapist in there with you, or a transsexual? They don't do that to the SNY gang members, especially the ones who are validated. They know that we're nothing more on paper to them than we're the same thing we just came from. We don't tolerate the same things. We still have the same values, the same morals. We just have alters in the way we see certain rules and regulations. So I think those things should be taken into consideration, because you could very well screw your release date off if you go SNY and they put you with the chomo and then you say, hey, I still got to do what I got to do. Some people will drop out and they'll be okay. They'll be okay with whichever celly they get, because when they dropped out, they really said, you know what, I don't care. I'm going to do my time and I'm going to get home. I don't care who they put in my cell. And that's the way that goes. But if anyone's ever told you that you don't have to be a part of something or that you can just do your own thing, that's a lie. And for GP, that's a lie. Even if you're Christian, whatever it is you're running with a race. Okay, so break it down to that simple form. You have to go with your ethnicity. What's your ethnicity? Whatever. Once you go with your ethnicity, then you'll go based on what your ethnicity's politics are. So like the blacks have a more lax and lenient political system, more understanding, more unity amongst themselves, to be honest. But, you know, they live a very chaotic life in the pen. They get on with enemies. It's a constant thing. As to where, you know, Southsiders is more like homies don't put hands on each other. The enemies on the street beef goes away as soon as you come to the pen. We're all homies. You got to sell it with your worst enemy. And if that's the case, you can't do shit to them because you homies. Not in the pen. We're all same raza, same race. So, but then you have to deal with a very strong, very tight program to run, very accountable program to run. And it's like you're basically going to prison to be told what to do by the next man and the next authority, right? And then the whites, they're very similar to the Southsiders. They run almost identical programs in certain prisons. But at the end of the day, guys, I think it's important you guys are laced up and you understand that before you start your journey, you know, when you go to county jail, you should know what's coming your way. You should know what life will be like for you with every organization that you go through. And I'm sure, look, it doesn't take a rocket. There's so many weenies that can survive the crazy politics. As long as they just stay little weenies and they don't get up in the mix and they don't make no waves. Yeah, there's plenty of little weenies. You know what I'm saying? But maybe they never got tagged. Maybe they were never given those orders, and that's a very real possibility. Some people go through their whole term and they might jump in a little riot here or a little riot there, and you know, that's all that ever really comes their way. They're never really faced with the true situation. It's different. Level 4, 180. That's when things get real active. That's when release dates can be screwed off and fucked off real quick. So once again, I'm gonna make sure I let you guys know this flat out. I don't give a fuck about GP politics. I don't care about it. I don't care what they think about me. Period. It doesn't mean shit. If you see me in person, tell me what you think. We'll go from there. But this is not in any way to get you to drop out or to leave something or to try to influence you to become an SNY inmate or go into protective custody. This is in no way a public service announcement for that. This is just me telling you to not be such a dumb fuck and open your eyes and think for yourself. Don't think like your big homie and the homie who schooled him and the homie who schooled... Because 9 times out of 10, they didn't already told on somebody, flipped, and did some questionable shit. 9 times out of 10, realistically. And yes, they're probably still in their hood, still active. So as a man, as your own individual, make your own decision. Take some time. Think. Talk to a family member that's going through the situation. Let them know they have options. I mean, at the very least, is that too much? Of course, the other side, these organizations don't want it. They don't want you to hear that, of course, obviously. Because if anyone looks at the logic, no one's going to want to keep going over there to them. I'm just saying, no one likes these dictators, man. It's like Hitler, you know. He's like, nah, man, you know what I'm saying? You got to be more about the people. The cause has to come back and be the cause, right? So I don't give a fuck. It's much respect to everybody, to all organizations. Do what you do. Make your money. Expand, grow. Do whatever you got to do. But for the new ones, for the people going through this, and even for some of you seasoned veterans who are tired and found yourself up in the mix once again, Open your mind. Don't be a dumb fuck. Open your mind and think about it. There's already 50-50 yards in California. Come on, you got dudes paroling with the GP chrono, but they were on a 50-50 yard with SNY inmates. The game is watered down. Coronavirus is coming at you. Eliminate as much stress as you possibly can for your life so you can have an easier program where you can think and focus on maybe getting certified welding or do some vocational and get your GED or a college diploma in there. You know, that's my best advice for you guys. But just wanted to make a quick video, let you guys know, man, I made it. We got the new house. We're still unpacking everything. I'm about to be pumping out some crazy ass videos. I'm going to be setting up the office. It's going to be my YouTube room. Shit's about to be getting lit. Nobody fell off the map. Allergies, not coke, not coronavirus. I'm not dead. I'm not buried in a shallow grave. Everything's nice and good. Life is as it should be. So, my last comment I want to make is for all of you guys out there to stay safe, stay sanitary, wash your musty ass hands. And for you guys who don't think coronavirus is real, just look at Italy. You know, they've been warning us. They did the same shit we're doing, going to the beach, not taking it serious. Now look at them. So, best advice, do some research on it, okay? Even if you think it's just conspiracy theory, hey, at least do some research so you can call out someone who you think's being a conspiracy theorist. If you don't do no research, you're just a dumb fuck. Till then, much love, much respect. I'm not even going to acknowledge haters. Don't send them. I'm going to tell you guys again, don't send none of their videos to me saying that they're disrespecting me. I don't even give a damn. And if they're 60 years old and up, I super don't give a damn. I shouldn't ever think to speak on no bullshit video about ancient people disrespecting me. So anyways, much love, much respect. Until the next time, doses.